Good morning, my dear students. I hope you are safe and secure. Stay home, stay safe. Welcome back to our social studies online class, Geography 7th lesson, Industries in India. Today's topic, Industries in India. Industries in India. What is in industry? Industry means place where raw materials are converted into the useful and necessary products. So, converting the raw materials into the useful process, we need first of all to identify what are the raw materials. So, then after the raw material are identified, they have to be carried to the spot of the place where an industry set up. So we need transport. After taking them to the required place, again we need the machinery. Then again we need skilled persons for people to work and convert them, that is known as skilled or unskilled labors. Skilled or unskilled labors. So these after these raw materials, transport, machinery, skilled and unskilled labor, these are the final people who design the things and get the output. This output will reach to the market. The raw materials, transport, machinery, skilled and unskilled labors, output, these all are the main factors that any person to find out the industry. Industrial location. Industrial location are complex in nature. These are influenced by availability of raw material, labor, capital, power and market, etc. It is rarely possible to find all these factors available at one place. So, where all the factors of industrial location are either available or can be arranged at lower cost. So, cities provide markets as well as services such as banking, insurance, transport, labor, and financial advices, etc. to the industry. So many industries tend to come together to make use of the advantages offered by the urban centers known as agglomeration economics. So, independence period, most manufacturing units were located in cities from the point of view of overseas trade such as Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, etc. Agro-based industries. In this topic, you will learn about main agro-based manufacturing industries in India. Agriculture produce like fruit, oilseed, cotton, jute, etc. are raw material for a number of manufacturing industries called agro-based industries. The sugar industry and woolen, silk, textile are examples of agro-based industries. In this topic, we will discuss the cotton and jute textile and the sugar industry in detail. Before we move on to the cotton and jute textile, let us take a look at the India textile industry in general. It is an important industry that contributes 14% to our total industrial production and 4% to our GDP. The Indian textile industry is the largest employer after the agriculture sector, employed around 35 million people. The industry also generates 24.6% of India's total foreign exchange earnings through export. The production process in the textile industry is very interesting. Raw fiber like cotton is grown by farmers. This fiber is spun into thread or yarn. The yarn is woven or knitted to produce cloth. Finally, the cloth is dyed, cut, sewn, and finished to produce a garment like a shirt that you buy from the market. Activities like spinning, weaving, and knitting, dyeing, and finishing are important stages of production of textile industry, and a large number of industries are devoted to each stage. Sugar industry. India stands second as a world producer of sugar but occupies the first place in the production of jaggery. The raw materials used in this industry is bulky. There are over 460 sugar mills in the country spread over Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Mineral based industries. In this topic, you will learn about the mineral based industries. Earth is full of important resources like minerals and ores, which are a key to our industrial and economic development. Manufacturing industries that is use minerals as raw material are called mineral based industries. In this topic, we will discuss in detail about the iron and steel industry, aluminium smelting and chemical industry with a special emphasis and petrochemicals. All industries, meat, machines and iron and steel are basic minerals used to manufacturing machines. Thus, the iron or steel industry is the basic industry on which all other industries depend. In fact, the production and per capita consumption of steel is measured of a country economic development. Steel is used as construction material and in the manufacture of a large number of medical, defense, communication and consumer goods. The main raw material used in iron and steel industry are iron ore, coal and limestone. Since the raw materials and finished products of iron and steel industries are quite bulky, these industries must be located near the mining areas of the required minerals and must be connected by a good transport network. The production of iron begins by mixing of part of iron ore with 2 parts of cooking coal and 1 part of limestone and adding this mixture to the blast furnace where iron gets melting and converted into steel. A small portion of manganese is also added to harden the steel. Next, chemical industries. The chemical industry in India is fast growing and diversifying. It contributes approximately 3% to the GDP. It is the third largest in Asia and occupies the 12th place in the world in terms of its size. Fertilizers industry. The fertilizer industry is centered around the production of nitrogenous fertilizers, mainly urea, phosphate fertilizers and ammonium phosphate DAP, and complex fertilizers which have a combination of nitrogen, phosphate and potash. Potash is entirely imported as we do not have commercially usable potash or potassium compounds in any forms. India is the largest producer of nitrogenous fertilizers. There are 57 fertilizers units manufacturing complex nitrogenous fertilizers, 29 for urea and 9 for producing ammonium sulfate as a byproduct, and 68 other small units produced in single superphosphate. After the Green Revolution, the industry expanded to several other parts of the country like Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Kerala contribute towards half of the fertilizer productions. Next, cement industry. Cement is essential for construction activity such as building houses, factories, bridges, roads, airports, dams, and for other commercial establishments. This industry requires bulky and heavy raw materials like limestone, silica, and gypsum. Coal and electric power are needed apart from rail transportation. So, the first cement plant was set up in Chennai in 1904. After independence, the industry expanded. Next, automobile industry. Automobiles vehicles provide quick transport of goods and passengers. Truck, buses, cars, motorcycles, scooters, three-wheelers and multi-utility vehicles are manufactured in India at various centers. After liberalization, the coming in of new and contemporary models stimulated the demand for vehicles in the market, which led to the healthy growth of the industry, including passengers cars, two and three wheelers. At present, there are 15 manufacturers of passenger cars and multi-utility vehicles, 9 of commercial vehicles, 14 of two and three wheelers. The industry is located around Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Kolkata, Lucknow, Hyderabad, Jamshedpur and Bangalore. Information technology and electronics technology. The electronic industry covers a wide range of products from transistors, sets to television, telephones, cellular telecom, pagers, telephone exchange, radars, computers and many other equipments required by the telecommunication industry. Bangalore has emerged as the electronic capital of India. Other important centers of electronic goods are Mumbai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Pune, Chennai, Kolkata and Lucknow. 18 software technology parks provide single window service and high data communication facility to software experts. A major importance of this industry has been on employment generation. Up to 31 March 2005, the IT industry employed over 1 million persons. This number is expected to increase eightfold in the next 3 to 4 years. It is encouraging to know that 30% of the people employed in this sector are women. Okay, children, hope you all understood the topics: industries in India, location of industries, agro-based industries and mineral-based industries. Thank you.